Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss pedigree analysis. It's easier to do experiments in plants for breeding experiments, but it do not go agog with the humans. For that, we have pedigree analysis to analyze the breeding experiment. A pedigree chart symbolically represents the history of mating and the offspring they produce in a family with reference to specify traits. How can we find out whether it is autosomal dominant, autosomal recessive, X-linked dominant, X-linked recessive? So, I have made a simple trick here. All affected offspring, if you question all affected offspring has affected parents, if answer comes yes, then it is dominant. If answer comes no, it is recessive. If it is dominant, then again all affected males has affected mothers and daughters. If answer is yes, then definitely it is X-linked inheritance dominance. If answer comes no, then it is autosomal dominant. Simple trick. Now, recessive, all affected female has affected father and all her sons are also affected. If answer comes yes, then it is X-linked recessive. If answer comes no, it is autosomal recessive. Here are a few cases of pedigree analysis. Hemophilia, we have color blindness, widow's peak, rolling tongue. In this chart, hemophilia pedigree analysis is there, color blindness pedigree analysis is there. Let us see in color blindness, all symbols are given here. The round symbols are for females and the square are for males. The affected, the colored one is affected female, and this is homozygous female with male, that is a carrier one, first generation, and the offspring, this is male, this one is carrier, again this one is male which is affected, and this one is carrier, means all females are carrier. All affected female has affected father and all sons are also affected. So, this is X-linked recessive. According to the formula which I have devised here, all X-linked recessive inheritance is shown here. In third generation, you will find that if affected male is married to carrier female, if affected male is married to carrier female and their progenies are, one is carrier female, affected male, and this is normal individual, because it does not carry the genes for the color blindness. Second generation, when carrier female marries with normal individual and the progenies are the affected male and normal female and normal males. Welcome students, this is case number 2, widow's peak. Actually, widow's peak is not a disease, it is a trait where a V line, hairline comes near the front of the head. This is a V shaped hairline comes, okay, and there is another trait which is straight. So, why it is called widow's peak? Because it is a superstition that in England that widows, those whose husband has been deceased, having hairline like V, but it is not nothing like that. Genetically, it is altogether different thing. Anyway, this is affected female, heterozygous affected female, and this is normal male heterozygous affected female. Here are the progenies in the first second generation. You can see all males are affected, females are also affected. In second generation, when affected male is married to normal female, the progeny is what we find here is one is non-affected male and the two females are having widow's peak trait. Similarly, if the male is married to heterozygous female means affected female, then the progeny which comes are three of them are affected means two sons of the second child is affected and the two females among them one is affected and one is unaffected. It shows that it is a dominant allele, be it heterozygous or homozygous, it shows the dominant trait. Thank you.